Ma'am answers, here our motion today is this House would criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle. Ma'am answers, as we know today, Earth is in a critical condition where even United Nations stated that countries and big companies behind it needs to pay special attention toward this matter. While people around the world focus on their living in glories, our Earth here is suffering disaster after disaster started to appear in land while our planet is dying. Here is the examples of problem exploration as is following. Pollution. We've been doing this since a long time ago. The emission and waste would create a big chaos and calamity. The deposit of our daily waste and non-environment friendly devices could affect incoming generation. The second problem is as stated that overflowing landfills. As we know, the more we become, the more our waste will be. Humans is a living creature needs to reproduce to maintain their life. As the more human population increase, our landfills will continuously pile up, creating a foul smell and dangerous chemical emission into the atmosphere. Natural habitat destruction. As the landfills overflow, the only choices that come into our mind is enlarge the landfills. But as we enlarge our landfill, it would resulting in tree chopping and land flooding, causing animals and flora that lived in there continuously decrease as their habitat destroyed. Ma'am answers, our motion here means that whoever disposed their waste without recycling, they would labelized as a criminal. One of the doers who caused Earth to die. Will is recycling and causing more financial outcome depends on what method they're wearing. It is not justiciable of not recycling because of financial sector or even psychological sector such as lazy and inconveniently. It is justiciable for us to enforce law regarding environmental problem and increase tax and fine for companies who have a dangerous waste and not doing any recycling action. Green criminology needs to consider not just activities that harm the environment and that are regulated or unregulated. In Indonesia itself, according to a study held by Indonesian Ministry of Environment and Forestry, there are approximately 175,000 tons of waste every day. From all of that waste, only 7.5% is recycled, 5% is burned, 8.5% is unmanaged, 10% is buried, and 69% is accumulated in the landfill. The definition of TPS, TPA, and TPS3R, which may still be unclear to the general public, are provided in orderly fashion in Ministerial Regulation Number 3 for year 2013. Before waste is delivered to the recycling, processing, and/or integrated waste treatment plant, it is placed in a temporary waste disposal area or TPS. Certain technical requirements, including the availability of a waste segregation facility and the temporary character of the waste collecting site, must be met by the temporary waste disposal location. As a result, it will be much more beneficial if garbage is already separated before it is delivered to the temporary waste disposal area. The operation of waste treatment facility, including processing of organic waste, recycling inorganic waste, treatment of domestic and hazardous waste, as well as a collection of residual waste to be transported into the final processing place known as TPA. Here are three arguments that I want to state regarding this matter and the benefits. The first argument is line drying. Hanging laundry from a clothesline is an inexpensive and energy-saving way to dry wet clothing, while widespread adoption of clothesline could significantly reduce energy consumption in our country. Proponents of the right to dry, also known as the right to hang, contend that line drying laundry saves money and reduces carbon emissions. For this portion of project, I examined that laws that permit homeowner association bans on line drying, as well as our country laws restricting the rights of local authorities to stop residents from using clothesline. Here is why we do not doing the clothesline, and my hope had been also been to consider some international example of anti-drying practices. The second argument is grey water recycling. Grey water is water from your bathroom sinks, towers, and taps or washing machines. While it may look dirty and white, it may contain traces of dirt, food, grease, hair, and certain household cleaning products. It is not water that has come into contact with feces, either from the toilet or from washing diapers. Grey water can be reused to water ornamental plants, fruit trees, and vegetables as long as it does not come in contact with edible parts of the plant. Aside from the obvious benefits of conserving water and thus saving money on a household water bill, reusing grey water keeps it out of the sewer or septic system, thereby reducing the chances that it will pollute local water bodies. More philosophically, reusing grey water for irrigation, much like harvesting rainwater for the same purpose, reconnects urban residents and their backyard gardens to the national water cycle. And my last argument is about recycling creates jobs. EPA relies significant findings on the economic benefits of the recycling industry with an update to the National Recycling Economic Information or RAI study in 2016. The circular economic concept in waste processing can benefit the upstream as well as the downstream. Not only does it produce a healthier environment, but it also promises jobs with considerable potential. The government has also encouraged the use of technology in utilizing waste as a source of raw materials and new energy resources through the approaches of material recycling, energy recycling, or by applying refuse-derived fuel or RDF technology and turning waste into a source of power generation or waste to energy, as well as various other technologies. One of the efforts to form a new paradigm on waste management and a circular economy is currently underway in Banyuwangi, East Java through the Green Banyuwangi program, and the program initiated by the Banyuwangi Regency government is a good initiative for the development of sustainable waste management. There are three arguments that I have stated, and therefore it is justifiable for us to do the recycling program and recycling campaign and criminalize people who are not doing the recycling program. Thank you.